Alright, let's get started. Inspector Cabanela is upstairs. So our first step is to get up there. Sissel, I'll go up first and wait for you! Oh, I don't get to control him this time, I guess. That's fine.
Okay, Lovey Dove, we need your help. Carry this measuring device upstairs. It has Mr. Ghost in it, so don't drop it.
Oh, I'm hanging out in it. Thank you, Lovey Dove! You're a good pigeon, I like you! Alright, whoop. Come on. No, I definitely need to go up here. Okay, you just need to fly up a little higher. Okay. There you are, Sissel! Sorry for the wait, Missile. 4 minutes from now, the inspector will be killed by a gun. You just jump in there and stop him from firing, would you? There you go again with that stuff.
Besides, it doesn't make any sense. If you stop him firing, he'll just kill you some other way.
Wait a minute, that sounds familiar.
Yep, same situation as mine. Your best bet this time around is to allow him to shoot and then save Cabanela without him noticing.
It's even worse than last time. Anyhow, jump in there and do something. Okay, I'm ready to jump in, Sissel. Don't forget, whenever you want to use my powers, just tap the missile icon. I do want to use your powers. There's a knit hat that looks very similar to the current hat. Is there anything that looks like the stepladder? Kinda doubt it. Oh, I have to wait for the tea kettle to come down before I can move. All right, now I can get up here at least. And I think I will move that hat. But I don't think I can do it. I need to do something with that knit hat. Oh, did you see that? That bad Sissel turned around. Do you have to call him that? But yeah, maybe this is our chance to try some ghost tricks. It's the only time he takes his eyes off of me, too.
You have something to do it now.
Time to take the first step towards saving the inspector. Okay. Let's move the hat. Oh, he noticed it! What's going on? Yeah, you have. All right, and he just auto shoots now. I think I need that hat down. Oh, is it because it's too loud? But how do I get over there otherwise? Aim for that break when he looks away. Just have to be sure I don't miss my chance. Guess I better rewind the clock. This is gonna be a hard one with the ghost guy just like creeping in on us the whole time. In other words, once he's fired, the bullet will be the key to this whole thing. Oh, can we switch the bullet with the book? Does the book look enough like a bullet? I definitely need to switch the two hats, but how? Can I reach that? I can't. What changes here? I think a bullet changes here. Creepy. Oh, I can do this behind him. Can I do this behind his back? Oh! Can I switch out the knit hat? What are you guys talking about? Yikes, I'm a little scared right now. Why didn't he die?
Because he's already dead. He died 10 years ago. I knew full well he wouldn't die if I shot him.
Then why did you go to the trouble of shooting him at all?
Time's almost up. That's enough chit-chat.
But now the situation has changed slightly. These last split seconds are our chance. This was another condition of my deal.
So I bet everybody who knew about Temzik. He's gonna shoot, it's too late!
Again? I'm going to get shot again? No, wait, our chance is coming up! The last split second, right? Leave it to me!
Ooh, would you look at that? The bullet's hanging in midair between the gun and the inspector's forehead.
Now is our chance! I'm hearing the bullet right now! So let's swap this thing with something else!
What?
It's our only hope. There's gotta be something here with the same shape and direction as the bullet. How do I flip the hat? I should have done that earlier. That was the right move, I just did it too late. I gotta get the hat up there and then flip it. Okay, alright, okay. I can swap it with something, you know. I guess I better look for something with the same shape. I have to make something with the same shape. Okay, we know the path. We just gotta set it up. And now we need to swap these two. And with any luck... Oh, it's the right way now. Okay, I think that's what we needed. And I should again pause on the bullet. With any luck. So because of momentum, this is why switching the bullet with a hat makes it less lethal, because one, air resistance, and also because it's significantly lighter and across a broader area, it would decrease its momentum. Last split second, right? Leave it to me! I am a guy who fixes things! Hello!
Would you look at that? The bullet's hanging in midair between the gun and the inspector's forehead.
Now is our chance! I'm hearing the bullet right now! Let's swap this little thing with something else!
What?
It's our only hope. It's gotta be something here with the same shape and direction. I know I'm trying, there's a thing in the way! Friggin'... Is it not working? Is it not the hat? What's going on? The hat is far too long for the bullet? Then I guess we're screwed. Should I have moved something else? What? That still killed him pretty good.
That didn't go so well.
We tried swapping what we could find, but we just made things worse. Not nice, kids. Not nice at all. You put a dent in my lovely mask. I guess you better look for something softer to swap with. So do we have to get the hat to land on that, and we have to get that out the other time? That was really funny. Okay. I appreciate that that was even included as an option. Can we get that off while he's looked away? And maybe that's just what I missed? Yep. I think we got it. I think we got it now. That was worth the hilarious diversion. We're gonna get up here. Where are you, Missile? You're in the stepladder? I want you now in the tea kettle. Creepy zombie Sissel. Wasted. Oh, wait. Time's a-clicking. Don't notice. What was that? He didn't see it, so he's suspicious, but he does not know what it was. Okay. Now, with any luck, that knit hat should land on the hook. Time is running out. We're gonna trick the hat down. We're gonna bring this back over here. And then we want to swap it with the book. Perfect. Now we have a nice soft bullet on this side. Now then, Inspector, time to make a big red stain on your spotless white coat. To wipe out everybody. He's gonna shoot us too late. It's not too late. It's exactly right on time. This would probably still really hurt. Now is our chance. I'm hearing the bullet right now. Let's swap this little thing with something else. Swap. That would really hurt still. It's a good thing you die so dramatically. And he didn't really inspect the body.
I don't think he noticed. Looks like he pulled off another magic disappearing act.
And now I say again, I love neat hats, so warm, and most of all, soft. Did I do all right?
You did a fine job, little one. You saved another life.
And I'll keep doing it too. Over and over! Fate averted!
What I saw in just these 4 minutes gave me all the answers I've been looking for.
All of our research these past 10 years pales in comparison, right, Professor? So you two are working together? That's about the size of it, yeah. Who would believe a story about a manipulator? So we pursued it ourselves, just the two of us.
I'm quite a crazy character myself, after all.
Okay, let us hurry back to our time. We have to rescue Miss Camilla. You're right, Missile. There's a certain guy I have to follow too. I think it would have been less noticeable if the hat was red, because you just had that split second of just kind of like, and if you had seen a flash of green seemingly coming out of somebody's head, you'd be like, what? But the kind of green, teal, blue, but if it had been red, you'd have just been like, oh, that's just the blood from when I killed him. Anyway, after completing his revenge on Inspector Cabanela, the man in red left, and now a new story is about to unfold in a new present.
How you feeling, you crazy character?
Hey, they're proud for both alive, I see. Yeah, nothing like it, baby. But I don't know if I'm getting old or what. I got a few aches and pains here and there. You still have several broken bones, and probably your face hurts like crap. But you're alive. Used to be a little thing like an explosion. Wouldn't bother me.
Yeah, right, like I'm gonna believe that. So what, the guy in red is gone, huh?
Just in case, I posted special investigation units all around the building. Let's just pray the boys came through for us. Did we catch him? Did we catch the bad red man? Yeah, you should just rest it, just sleep it off. Damn it, you picked a bad time not to listen to me, body of mine. Alright, I'm gonna assume we need a nice chat with everybody. If I knew things were going to end up like this, I would have tried to die in that explosion, baby. That way I could have been dancing after Big Red by now. I might be able to erase deaths, but it's true, I can't do much about injuries. But really, you shouldn't talk that way. Yeah, sorry, I suppose you're right. I just hate feeling so helpless. He was right there within my grasp. All our plans were resting on tonight, and then this had to happen. I guess he's thinking about his spotless record. It's not too late, Inspector. We still have a chance. Maybe I can catch him. Say, you're right. That's not a bad idea. I'll cooperate with you fully. Go ahead and fire away with any questions you like, Mr. Ghost.
Alright, let's have a chat.
That guy mentioned revenge. Revenge against the people who stole his life away 10 years ago.
He's a fool. He's the one who made the decision to take that little girl hostage, and he wound up dead. He only has himself to blame.
But what about when he said this? I was murdered by all of you! Detective Jowd, who forced me into a corner, Lynn, the girl who was playing in the park, and finally you, Inspector Cabanella. If you hadn't done what you did, I never would have pointed a gun at that kid. Yes, 10 years ago, on that day, the Special Investigation Unit was working on a certain big case. We hauled in a young man, an important witness to our investigation. And then I did it. I made two very stupid mistakes. Detective, I'm telling you, I don't know anything about it! Fine, fine. You're under no obligation to talk, of course. But if you don't, the Special Investigation Unit can make the rest of your life a living hell. But I'd just been assigned to the Special Investigation Unit, you see. They didn't share much info on big cases with a newbie like me yet, and I wanted to impress them. It was only supposed to be a simple matter of taking a statement. But I was too green. I pushed him too hard. I drove him into a corner and made him lose all hope. That was my first mistake. And then I made another mistake on top of that.
Cabanella, got a minute? The chief wants to see you about your report.
Got it, I'll be right there. You stay right here and be a good boy now. And that's when I did it. I left it behind in the interrogation room. My gun.
How could you?
He used my gun to escape. What he said is true. If I hadn't made that mistake, he never would have had a gun to point at Lynn in the first place. That's not, what did he actually do though? We first found out about the manipulator's existence during a certain overseas communication. Overseas communication? For national security purposes, this country keeps tabs on the communication networks. This particular communication was about making a deal with a certain foreign country. He said he wanted them to buy him and his powers. That's how we first heard about him. Of course, we didn't know what he looked like at the time. And in order to prove these powers of his, he gave them 2 predictions. He foresaw 2 completely preposterous, impossible cases. The case of a man who would sing national secrets during a live rock concert broadcast, and the case of a man who would take the chief commissioner hostage in his own office. Those 2 inmates of the special prison, huh? We kept tabs on our communications and launched an investigation. And then finally, we pinpointed where they were going to meet tonight and staked it out. The restaurant, the Chicken Kitchen. The manipulator plans on leaving this country tonight on a submarine that belongs to the other country in this deal. Submarine? But we haven't been able to find out where it's going to surface. It's terrifying to think what would happen if his powers were to fall into their hands.
Right, highly unlikely they'd use them for peaceful purposes.
And now that they have that little girl as a hostage, Camilla, we have to stop him before he leaves the country. Alright, we can't let him get to Blue Korea. Got it. The bad Korea, the Blue Korea. This spotless record of yours, is it really that important to you? Of course, baby. In some ways, it's more important to me than my life. Than your life, eh? After all, it's because of my record that I'm able to get my hands on all intel as head of the Special Investigation Unit. And because of my position, I get to direct all aspects of the investigation into the manipulator case. The manipulator case? That's why you cared about your record so much? Of course, why else, baby? I just never could believe it, man. Jowd shooting Alma. I didn't care that he confessed. There was definitely something more to the story. Some secret. I did everything I could to climb the ladder. Everything in my power. And then I finally found the answer. It took 5 long years, though. The manipulator, he's going to prove that Jowd is innocent. What incredible determination. Tell me about your determination and how you're filled with it. There's one thing I don't understand. If you were so determined to help Detective Jowd, why didn't you help him escape from prison? That's an easy one, baby. Escaping from prison is a crime. I wasn't about to help him commit a crime after spending 5 years trying to prove him innocent. And he himself asked to be executed, you know. As a man of the law, I had to make sure the execution was stopped legally. And that's why I brought him before the Justice Minister, too. I needed to buy as much time as I possibly could, baby. So that's it, huh? But there's one little unfortunate result of all this. Lynn completely misunderstood your intentions. Ha! What's a little misunderstanding? My baby will come around, give it time. But there are more important things to do with our time tonight. Alright. Oh, can we talk to... Oh, I guess I could leave. Do we talk here? Mr. Superintendent, do you mind if I talk to you for a minute?
I haven't always been a junkyard superintendent, you know. I used to be part of the police.
The police, huh?
Not as a detective, but as a medical examiner. I investigated victims' cause of death. 10 years ago, I was asked to autopsy a strange corpse. Hit by a meteorite fragment and died instantly. That's what the police report said. There were no signs of life. He was definitely dead. but I never filed an autopsy report. That's because the corpse suddenly vanished, leaving behind only one clue. An unusual corpse. I bet that's what I've been chasing all night.
Could you tell me more?
Yeah, sure. I have an interest in you recovering your memory and finding your true identity, too. That's the only way I can describe it, too. It was an unusual corpse. He was dead all right, no question about that. But there wasn't a scratch on him.
Not a scratch, but I thought he was hit by a meteorite fragment.
I don't understand it any more than you do. I was completely bewildered, but when I tried to autopsy him, I was even more puzzled. I couldn't perform the autopsy.
You couldn't? What do you mean?
The scalpel went in, but I couldn't cut. As soon as I tried to make an incision, it would heal up in the very next instant. And that's how it went. And no scarring or blood either.
He turned into Wolverine!
I never had the chance to solve the mystery.
That's because the corpse up and vanished on us.
The morgue is well guarded. Nobody could have stolen that body. But there is one way the corpse could have disappeared.
What's that? We just got up and walked away. So, to the earlier questions regarding why he has not decomposed over 10 years, apparently because he has a magic body now.
I got up, opened the door, and walked out on its own.
What?
He was dead, but he wasn't dead.
We saw it with our own eyes tonight. Not even that explosion could kill him. And he didn't even feel it when he slammed his fist on that stove.
The corpse left behind some data from some testing I did. I got readings for some kind of radiation coming off that body.
Radiation?
I used all kinds of instruments, but I couldn't determine exactly what kind of radiation it was. Some undiscovered type from a world unknown.
Not gamma radiation, but like Zeta radiation or something. Wait a minute, could it be?
That's right, it was coming from that meteorite fragment. I went to that park and tested the spot where the meteorite fell. And just as I expected, I detected radiation coming from that crater. It was the exact same pattern of radiation as that of the corpse. At the time, I thought he was some kind of immortal being. He would die only to come back to life. I wanted to research it all in depth, so I quit my job as a police medical examiner. Several years later, I came to learn the connection between my research and the manipulator case. Thanks to the arrival of this crazy character here.
Oh, stop now, Professor. Do you want to see me blush?
It was about a year ago, I'd say. This man in white came dancing into my research lab here.
That's just his walk cycle. Okay, there's also all of that. I heard there was an oddball here who's researching Temzig. Is that you, baby?
Who are you to be calling anybody an oddball?
I was investigating the manipulator case then. And then I heard there was a man who'd quit the police force to study the meteorite. When I heard that, it was like a meteorite had struck me on the head. At the time, we were just starting to get leads on this manipulator. We didn't know who he was yet, but we knew he was communicating with a certain foreign country. In one of those communications, we heard the manipulator say this: "The source of my power is not of this world." And that's when I put 2 and 2 together, baby. I'm gonna try, we'll see how we go. The manipulator case and Timzik were somehow connected.
Would you also explain how 5 years ago he used his powers to manipulate a birthday surprise a little girl made for her mother?
He added that gun to the contraption, most likely by controlling Camilla. Okay. There's that contraption in the basement here. You built that to try and help Detective Jowd.
That's right. Jowd and I worked together back when I was in the force. I used the reports of his case to try and recreate the device. There was just one part of it that I couldn't reproduce no matter how hard I tried.
Camilla told Jowd did something it shouldn't have, made an impossible move.
I added that part to the device I recreated. I put in a part that would allow Cupid to rotate, otherwise the gun wouldn't fire.
So that must mean somebody manipulated Camilla's contraption. As a result, we proved to ourselves the manipulator actually existed. Lynn, hi! Inspector Campanella! Hey, baby. I've been better. Sorry about the phone call. I must have sounded like a real villain. I hated to spoil your image of me. Of that cool cat inspector you always looked up to. Is that really the image she had of him? I don't know. Sure. Let yourself believe whatever you like. Explain. Inspector Campanella, I'm sorry. I just heard. You were chasing after that man all this time to try and help Detective Jowd. This manipulator is such a dangerous character. I was hoping you didn't have to be involved. So that's why you had me arrested tonight, isn't it? Like I always say, if somebody's in the way, throw him in this llama. Yikes. Tonight, I really thought we finally had him. But my body gave out on me right at the critical moment. It's like a cruel joke.
But a joke is a joke. You might as well laugh. Jowd!
The minister called off the execution order. And while he was at it, he let Jowd go free until tomorrow morning, too.
That's a pretty extreme while he was at it.
Sorry I took so long to get here. You can leave the rest to me. There you go again. You've always been like that. You make everybody else run around and then you swoop in at the last second.
Jowd!
Ah!
5 years ago, you left this coat with me just before you turned yourself in. I promised to give it back to you one day.
Today's the day! Time for a character swap with the blue stripe still.
Ooh, I'm gonna wreck it!
I've been waiting so long, Detective Jowd. Waiting for this day to come.
Thanks for not giving up on me, Lynn. Okay, I'm off then. Good luck, my old friend. This present you gave me, it's just what I needed. Thank you. Glad you like it. Am I riding in the watch? That seems like a good place for me to have gone.
Cecil, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
You and I have to go find that man. I need your help. Will you do this with me?
Sure, but how? We don't know where the submarine is, and the phone line doesn't work.
They use communication cables to make their calls. We'll get you hooked up somehow. You'll see. Could you wait here until we do, please?
Okay, fine. I'm counting on you.
This true self you're looking for. I bet you'll find it soon. All right, I'm leaving, Inspector Campanella.
Bye. It's almost dawn. I'm not who I thought I was. I'm actually further from knowing who I am than ever. But now, I don't feel so alone. Each one of us, for his or her own reasons, is looking for the truth. Together, I think we can shed light on these mysteries and drive away the darkness. But it's almost dawn. That was the end of a very long chapter. Thanks for sticking with us, everybody. I'll see you next time when we are finding ourselves. I don't even know at this point. See you then. Bye for now.